Hello everybody. I'm doing this video on the Weatherby Orion Sporting. This is a new manufacturer gun. I just purchased it. We're looking in September 2020 here. Now this is the sporting model I have here. It does have 30-inch barrels, does have porting here on the front of both barrels. It is the 12 gauge version. That's the only one that they make at the moment. There have been rumors about a 20 gauge version coming out. Personally, I hope they do come out with a 20 gauge version. But when I was looking on YouTube and other places trying to find some information about this shotgun, there wasn't a lot that I could find, and that's really the only reason I'm doing this video. I'm not some YouTuber out there trying to do videos on guns, anything like that. It's just that I like to shoot firearms. I am a member of a local club here that has Olympic grade skeet and trap. They have wobble trap, they have sporting clays, rifle ranges, 1,000-yard ranges, all sorts of stuff. I had a neighbor that asked me, he said, "Hey, want to go shoot skeet?" I said, "Sure, why not?" Started shooting. They have fun leagues. By the way, if you're in a gun club and they have fun skeet leagues, go shoot. Go shoot. This is my neighbor's dog here. He just wanted to come. He's a good boy. His name is Rip. Go do it. Man, it is so much fun. It's not heavy competition, anything like that. They do keep track of scores and show how you do from one week to the next week and so forth, but it's not a competition. And everybody's pretty laid back. If you have a gun club around that you can do that, I highly recommend it. I personally think it's fantastic. But I wanted to do a little quick review on this Weatherby Orion Sporting, if no other reason because there wasn't a lot of them out there. And quite frankly, most of the reviews I saw, they all wanted to compare it to a Beretta Silver Pigeon. It's not a Beretta. You're right, it's not a Beretta. But that doesn't take away from what the gun is. The gun itself, good gun. Great gun, as a matter of fact. I love it. I have a Beretta. I have a Beretta automatic. $2,000 shotgun. This is not a $2,000 shotgun. I bought this gun for $803. I paid $6 for insurance. This gun came to my FFL for $809. It is not a $2,000 Beretta. There are some differences. However, quite a few of the reviews, I don't want to say poo-pooed the gun. They kept saying, well, it's not a Beretta. You're right. But what is it? All right, it does have the same action. I have snap caps in here, by the way, because I was going to show the ejection. It does have the same action as a 68 series, 686, 687, so forth Beretta. That's why a lot of them want to compare the guns together. Of course, the Beretta Silver Pigeon's coin receiver, it's got engraving, everything like that. The only engraving on this gun is the Weatherby that you can see right there, hopefully, depending on the shadow. Gold engraving, gold trigger. Yes, I pimped it out. I did go get some Carlson choke tubes. Kind of funny, yeah, I know. For skeet. And since we had the gold here and here, I got the gold choke tubes. I don't know, actually it matches, I think. You can see I haven't even cleaned this gun. I'll have probably a few clips there. I've got about 400 rounds through this gun. I just went and shot it a little bit earlier, about an hour or 2 hours ago with a friend of mine, the same friend of mine next door. It has the same barrel selector, so forth. Well, right and left. The Beretta one's a little nicer. A lot of the comments I have heard about this in particular gun, it looks like the 4-inch pregnant, whatever. It doesn't seem oversized to me. It's got nice checkering on it. it is a little different. Some of the things they complain about, it doesn't have the lever here like the Beretta has. You're right, but does that mean it doesn't function properly? Not at all. Comes off, it has a button up front. Little different there. It's secure, no problem. It works. It simply works. One of the, how I compare this, many of you may be familiar with the Chevrolet 1500 pickup truck. Years ago, they made a 1500 WT, a work truck. It wasn't fancy. It was the 1500 truck, but it had a bench seat in it. It didn't have leather in it. It was a work truck, and it was made to be cheaper. It didn't have all the flashy extras that, say, a Silverado did, but it didn't cost nearly as much as well. In some ways, I equate this very similar between here and the Beretta. This is blued. It's actually, I think, very nice bluing on the gun. Again, that's the only engraving on it. Of course, it is a 12 gauge, 2 3/4, 3-inch shells, interchangeable choke tubes. It does come with 5 choke tubes, extended choke tubes, and a nice little package. I'll try to take a picture of those and put them up. Quite frankly, I knew I needed a skeet, at least one more skeet choke tube anyway, so I just bought these 2 and put them on here. And I haven't shot those choke tubes. I generally have bought extended choke tubes for my shotguns. I shoot Carlson choke tubes, but I also shoot fiddlesticks. I knew I'd forget it. I'll put it at the bottom of the screen. I have quite a bit of those Compton chokes. Thank you. Actually, for my Beretta, I've got Compton chokes, and I wanted the gold ones for this one to be a little fun, be a little different. But again, you can buy the major manufacturers. You know them all. The choke tubes, they make them for this gun, just like the Beretta or any of the others you can think of. This gun is not supposed to be a Krieghoff. It's not supposed to be a Holland and Holland or a Merkel. I've had those as well, or a Beretta. There's a lot of people who can't afford a $2,000 shotgun, or a $3,000 or an $8,000 over and under. Ironically, there was a gentleman I shot with that had one of the Orions. It wasn't the Sporting, it was the 28-inch. And he had it, and there was a gentleman there that also had a Benelli Sport. I was really looking at that Benelli Sport. I liked both of the guns, went home, pulled them both up on the Benelli $4,000+ shotgun, at least the one he was shooting. Beautiful gun. Beautiful gun. I'm sure I would have loved it. I didn't want to put that much money into it. I didn't know how serious I would or would not get with the shooting. That's why I went with this gun. First time I took it out, I surprised myself. I shot a 42 out of 50. That's pretty good for me. I generally shoot mid-30s, 35, 38, somewhere in there. I shot a 42 with it. This gun fits me pretty well, to be honest with you. I patterned it today, actually, before we went. There's quite a few people, it shoots flat. Depends on what you want. When they're referring to shooting flat, talking about half the beads above aim point and half of your pellets. I said beads a second ago. Half your pellets above, half of them below. This one with these chokes, me shooting it, it wasn't quite that. It wasn't that flat. It was really more for me like a 60-40. Now, of course, that's my sight radius. I don't see a lot of rib at all. I prefer not to see rib. That's just the way I shoot. Now, one of the other things some of the people have complained about, it's got a fiber optic front bead. I hope you can see it there. Whatever. You're right. They put a fiber optic front bead on this thing. If you don't want that, change it. Front beads aren't that much. It doesn't bother me. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to really impress anybody at all. Now, let me make sure I have kicked both of these off. Obviously, I should have held on to both of them there. Has ejectors, very strong. Pew! It'll throw them. I was trying not to do that, not to toss them there. It does have selective ejectors as well. For instance, I've got 2 shells in here. Bam, bam, shoot it. It'll eject them both. Or if, I got 2 in there. Let's say I'm shooting the first house, second house, or something, and then I miss. And take a second shot. I can open it up. It'll just eject or pull out, depending. The spent shell. So it doesn't, just like Beretta, it doesn't kick them both out, anything like that. The gun, some people have complained about the triggers. They're both dead on. Mine are right at 6.5 pounds. Yeah, it's a little bit heavier. My Beretta, I checked it at the same time. It's dead on 4 pounds. It doesn't bother me. I don't personally notice it when I shoot. If that is something that will bother you, or something, I've got to have that lighter trigger pull, you can buy a Beretta. This is not a Beretta. I'm not trying to say it is. But I see in all the videos, people want to really, well, it's not a Beretta. You're right. It's not $2,000 either. I literally have $809 delivered to my FFL and $25 in transfer. That's with the sporting model. I did see where you could buy the non-sporting model in 26 or 28 inch barrels for $673. I personally, I was kind of shocked by that, to be honest with you. Now, this does have an adjustable comb. It seems to fit me really well, so I have not adjusted that adjustable comb. It does have a very good, very soft pad. It does have a non-slip pad here. A slick pad here, non-slip here. So for mounting, it doesn't come up, and you know what I'm saying there. I'm trying to cut this short in. I'll add a few videos at the end of it. The sun was very bright today when I did a little recording. This gun, it's not a Beretta Silver Pigeon. It doesn't cost $2,000. Differences I have noticed. This is different, as I showed you a minute ago. It works absolutely fine. There's no reason, but it is different. You don't have the lever here for removing it. You have a button here. The triggers are a little bit stiffer. Go from about 4 pounds to about 6.5. Now I only have 300-400-ish rounds through this. Will the trigger lighten up? Possibly. Don't know. Opens easy for me, closes easy, no problem. Ejectors, everything works. It's a high gloss finish. That's personal taste, whether you like that or not. Now, this right here, the pistol grip, is different between the sporting model and the regular model. They have a Prince of Wales, a little bit smaller, a little bit elongated. You can look those up online. As a matter of fact, all the specs you can look up online at this gun. Matter of fact, I'll put them up at the end of the video. I'll just pull them from online. Everything just seems to be a good, solid gun. Do people talk about, oh, the wood's proud, the wood's proud? Is there a little bit of drop off? I don't know. Is there? Yeah, maybe in focus or not. It's very, very negligible. The wood fit everywhere is dead on. The checkering is nice. All in all, I would recommend it. If you want to go shoot skeet for fun and you want an over and under, I recommend this gun highly. Get all the different choke tubes with it. You can get any of the choke tubes you want. It is the same designed action as a 680 series from Beretta. Several others use the same series action. And again, I just wanted to try to do a review of the gun itself, not trying to compare this to a 686. I know I said some differences between them. I guess the fair statement, more of a fair statement would be not trying to knock this gun because it's not a 686. This is an $800 shotgun, and a really good one. One of the last things I am going to throw out there, as far as I know, I have no plan whatsoever to get rid of this shotgun. As a matter of fact, I plan to start shooting it in all of my in all the fun leagues there. See that? Nothing there. Nothing there. Just a little bit of Weatherby right there. I'm thinking I might take and have my name engraved in gold right there on that side of the shotgun, and my initials done, script how they do. There's pretty things right there at some point. I think that would be some nice tasteful engraving in this gun. May even have a T put across there. My name's Tim. I just might like that. I hope you enjoyed this review. I tried to be as balanced and tell you, this is a Turkish made gun, by the way. It's made in Turkey for Weatherby to their specs. ATA, is it ATA or ATI? One of those three, AT something, is the actual manufacturer. They follow the specs. It's given to them by Weatherby. Guess what? CNC machines are CNC machines. The same in Turkey as they are in the United States. There's a big difference from guns 30, 40, 50, 100 years ago, really even 20 years ago, quality-wise, that could be produced. You can produce guns of this quality cheaper now because of the machinery that is available now than you could 10, 20, 30, well, probably 20, 30 years ago and beyond. I haven't had the first problem with it. And the videos I have seen have been literally, I'll count them off. The forend looks pregnant. It's not the same here. This is different. The triggers are not they're stiffer. Yeah, they are. High gloss wood. That's about it. Now, if you consider this gun with the cost, compared to the cost of what most people compare it to, which is 686, it's your money. Spend what you want. I at least wanted to give what I felt was a little bit more of an honest review of this shotgun. Hope you like it. Leave comments, questions, let me know. I'm shooting every week, 100 rounds more on it. If I start having anything going on, I'll let you know. I don't believe I will, to be honest with you, but I'll let you know. But the main thing is, go out and have fun. Go out and shoot. Don't worry you don't have a high dollar shotgun to go shoot at the wherever you may shoot. Actually, another time I was shooting out there was a couple of guys shooting their duck guns, shooting skeet with their duck guns. One of them had a Benelli SBE, one of them had a Mossberg, and can't remember what the other guy had. Two of them were automatics, one was a pump. I thought it was great. They're getting out there, getting ready for duck season. They wanted to shoot some skeet. That's awesome. As sportsmen, we need to all be out there, not worried about what other guy has or what this guy has or what that guy has. We need to be out there enjoying ourselves safely, obviously. Get out there and have some fun. If you want to give the Weatherby Orion Sporting a go. I personally believe you'll like it. If you got the money for a higher end over and under and you want to spend the extra money, yeah, that's fine. What are you going to get for it? A little bit better trigger pull, a little bit smoother here. Quite frankly, the opening and closing, I really haven't noticed much of a difference, to be honest with you. But that's this particular gun. Go out and enjoy, guys. Buy a bunch of shells. Go out and shoot your guns. Have fun. That's what this is all supposed to be about. I'm going to throw some B-roll in here. I've got the gun sitting out in sunshine, and I'm just going to pan up and down it, simply because I could not find this gun locally, period. I was searched up to 300 miles to try to find the gun locally so I could go put my hands on it. Fortunately, I was able to see the non-sporting version, the field version, at Skeet Range. So I'm going to put those videos in there so you can see them coming up here in just a second. I may throw in a couple clips of me just shooting the gun as well at the Skeet Range. May or may not, the sun was really bright on the back side of it. So the video's not the best, but again, thank you for watching. Leave comments. Go bust some clays, guys. Have some fun. See ya. Pull. 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 Oh, missed that one.
supposed to.